I'm recording this instead of typing. If I stop to think too much, I won't say anything at all. I've rewritten this story in my head so many times that it no longer feels like something that happened to me. It feels like something I overheard once and never forgot. But it did happen. At least, I'm sure it did. That's the problem. I'm only sure until I start thinking about it. This was a few years ago. It was New Year's Eve. The city felt different, quieter somehow, like everyone was waiting for something other than midnight. At the time, I lived alone in a small apartment on the east side of Manhattan. One bedroom, one bathroom, thin walls, old pipes. I worked a normal tech job, days blurred together. I measured life in deadlines and weekends. My routine was simple. Wake up, commute, work, come home, sleep. On nights like New Year's Eve, the routine broke just enough to remind me I was still a person. I met two close friends earlier that night. Drinks, a crowded rooftop, cold air mixed with cheap cologne, and fireworks smoke drifting in from across the river. Conversations overlapped. Nobody finished their sentences. I wasn't looking for anything. I didn't arrive with expectations. I was tired. I checked the time more than once and thought about leaving early. That's when I noticed her. She stood near the edge of the rooftop, away from the music. Not alone exactly, but untouched by the crowd. A small pocket of space surrounded her. She wasn't staring at her phone. She was just watching, calm, patient. I don't remember deciding to talk to her. I only remember suddenly being in front of her, introducing myself, feeling like we'd skipped a step. Her voice was steady, quiet, but not shy. She laughed at the right moments. She listened in a way that made you forget what you'd just said. There was something grounding about her presence. She told me her name. It was unusual, soft syllables that didn't fit together the way I expected. I asked her to repeat it. She laughed, wrote it on my hand with a pen she already had. The ink felt cold. We talked, then we danced. Midnight came and went without ceremony. At some point, we were kissing. It felt natural in a way that scared me later. No hesitation, no awkwardness, just momentum. She asked if I wanted to leave. The ride back to my apartment is fragmented in memory. Streetlights streaked past the windows, her head against my shoulder. The driver's radio quietly counted down a new year that had already begun somewhere else. I won't linger on what happened next. It was intimate, but unremarkable in the way most real moments are. What stands out is the aftermath. We lay there talking. The city hummed faintly through the walls. She told me things about herself, ordinary details, where she grew up, what she did for work, the names of her pets, a birthday, a favorite place she missed. I remember these things because I repeated them to myself later, like proof. At some point, she mentioned her clothes smelled of smoke and spilled drinks. I offered to wash them. She thanked me. I handed her one of my old t-shirts. We fell asleep not long after. When I woke up, the apartment was quiet. The light through the blinds told me it was late morning. My first thought, she'd left early. That didn't bother me. It happens. I lay there, listening. Nothing. No movement. No running water. Then I noticed the door. My apartment only locks from the outside with a key. It doesn't automatically engage. The deadbolt was turned.
I stood there, staring at it longer than I'd like to admit. I checked the apartment, slowly, methodically. Bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, closet, every place a person could reasonably be. The windows were shut, only opening a few inches, no fire escape. Her clothes were gone from the dryer. The t-shirt was gone too. I felt foolish, heart racing over something simple. I told myself I must have locked the door after she left and forgotten. I was overthinking it. But the feeling didn't go away. I realized I didn't have her number. No last name, no social media, nothing. The rest of the day passed in a haze. I replayed the night over and over, clinging to details. San Diego, painter, 2 cats, April birthday, a best friend overseas. These facts felt solid, anchors. That afternoon, I called an old friend of mine. We'd gone to college together. He lived overseas, different time zone, different life. We talked a few times a year. I didn't know why I was calling. I just knew I had to. He answered, tired, distracted. We talked about work, about New Year's. Then he hesitated. He told me he'd met someone the night before. She'd stayed over, left in the morning without a word, no number, no explanation. I laughed, a little too loudly, told him the same thing happened to me. There was a pause on the line. He told me her name. It was the same. I asked him to describe her. Each detail landed heavier than the last. Background, work, small, strange specifics, names of her pets. I stopped him and asked a question I already knew the answer to. He went quiet before responding. Yes, he had photos. He sent them to me. It was her. The timestamps didn't make sense. The distance didn't make sense. None of it did. Flights, time zones, coincidences stacked too high to ignore. Eventually, we stopped talking about it, not because we found peace, but because there was nowhere else to go. Years have passed. Life moved on. Jobs changed, apartments changed, relationships came and went. But every New Year's Eve, I stay in now. Sometimes, late at night, when the city quiets down and the walls creak the way they always have, I think about how easily she fit into my life, how real she felt, how she left no trace behind except memory. I wonder how many places she was that night, or if she ever really left at all.